What's going on, guys? John here, and we're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. Um, this is the last game of the regular season. So for recruiting, the biggest thing is we're probably going to be out on Brian Bragg. I'm going to leave 50 points on him just in case USC decides just to stop recruiting. But they have better pipeline, they have better everything for the most part, so that's unfortunate. But, Wayne, we're number one on. We're going to hope we can jump onto Carl Morris's board. Gerald Hope, we're pushed up to number one on. Khalil Lewis, we're number one. Like, all these guys, we're now number one on. So fingers crossed, we can recruit them all. Um, Other than that, though, it is senior night, so we are going to start some seniors. Uh, Josh Wagner, he's going to start for his last career game. Tavion Grant, I'm not going to start him, but he will definitely get a lot of touches. I think no, never mind. Forget I said anything. Uh, for wide receivers, we only have one, and it's Tanner Malam. So I'm just gonna jump Malam up to I think probably the number. We'll go number two, three wide receiver. He basically has been our number three wide receiver anyway. But yeah, for tight ends, Scott McLawler will now become our number two tight end. We do have Gunderson as well down here, but he's going to stay there. It's also Azinwa's last game, so that'll be unfortunate. Offensive line, they're all bad, so it doesn't matter who we start. But I believe, yeah, DeMarcus Perkins is a senior. And that might be it. Max McClure is a senior. Okay, so there's two. And then Katie Small, the transfer we got, is a senior. I think Caden Parker's a senior, so we'll start him over Ellis Berry. Yeah, we already did that. We're actually going to start him over Forsyth on the right edge. And then Deshaun Weeks will get the start at D tackle. And actually, we have another guy down here, Dustin Flint. He'll get the start we'll put him at D tackle too, just because why not? Give him a shot. Sam linebacker, Cameron Cooper it's his senior year, which means actually we're gonna get a little bit creative. We're gonna put Jordan Underwood at Sam linebacker, and now at our Mike linebacker for the last game of the year, it's going to be Cameron Cooper. So I'm gonna move Laney actually to Sam linebacker over here. Actually, no, he doesn't need to be. Will linebacker, Bubba Von Claiborne. It's his senior year as well. Cornerbacks, Noah Collins, who's actually the fastest of our corners, and Terrell Pace is going to get moved up as well. You know what? Why not? We'll just move him all the way up. He's a 59 overall, but we're going to get torched anyway. Safeties, Nico Solomon is going to be a senior, so I think I'm going to start him at strong safety, just so we can see both of them play. I think Solomon was going to play anyway, but I have other ways to get other guys on the field. Yeah, and then that leads down to our edge rushers. It's going to be Cam Cooper, which I'm actually going to make Bubba Von Claiborne, so Von Claiborne will actually get to play. And Caden Park will be number two. Rush right end, that will now be Caden Parker. And we'll throw in Bubba Von Claiborne at the other side. Rush D tackle, I think that was going to be Ellis Berry. Nope, not Ellis Berry, the other senior. Yeah, Flint. So Flint will be our rush D tackle. Man, it's going to take this is a long start to a video. And then, yeah, the biggest one, sub linebacker. It won't be Deontay Banks. It's going to be Cam Cooper. Honestly, I'll keep Deontay Banks, or Dakaya Banks, and Cooper can come in as well. And then slot corner, that's where we're not going to make it Solomon because he's starting. That is where it will be. Not Jacques Blanks. Where is he? All the way down here, Terrell Pace, because he's our slowest corner. And then gadget receiver, Tanner Malam for his final season with the team. I don't think this will actually do anything, but he'll be our gadget guy. And then our nose tackle, we don't got any. We've got one senior, Deshaun Weeks, will be our nose tackle. So that will be it. This is our final game. I technically missed senior night. That was actually our win against Utah State. But just because I make the rules, we're going to go blackout unis for our last game. And they're going to use green jerseys. So, sounds about good. We're going to hop in and get going. All right, we get to start with the ball. And Josh Wagner in his final game with the team is going to start with a dime to Malam. Wow, that was a good throw. You know, Wagner just... Oh, they're going to challenge it. Okay. I was about to go into talking about Wagner. That looks like a catch to me. See, gets the feet in. I mean, he has it in one hand, but I think that's going to be a catch. It's a good throw by Wagner, too. Right on the money. Yep, and they're going to call the first down. So that's a first down. And I really wish Wagner would have worked out. I wanted him to be more of a dual threat kind of guy. And he just really never ended up panning out to be like that. His first game we had with him was probably the best game. And boy, it was a good game. I mean, we lost. But that opening day, that first game, everything was hype. It's just really unfortunate we didn't end up winning it. But he threw like 3 touchdowns, I think, and a lot of yards. So it was a really impressive game. But that was really all he had. So he's getting one final shot. The other thing is, this also keeps, what's his face? Jackie Wolf from injury. So I guess we have to take that as well. So we won't be seeing Jackie Wolf get injured. And even if Wagner does end up getting hurt, I'm going to put in Bryce Frost instead. Or maybe even Ramon Briscoe. So as we're going speed option, we're going to Hardy. And Ty Hardy is going to have the first down. All right, 3rd and 9. See what we got. Going for Workman, and Workman can't moss the small defender. You think we have to punt this? You don't think we can kick a field goal? It's 44 yards. I'm going to try it. 44 yards right down the middle. Oh, yeah, we're going to drill that. Why would I punt that? Okay, we're up 3-0. So now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to hand it off, and Dakaya Banks is just right there immediately. I love Dakaya Banks. I really hope he does not leave in the transfer portal, but I think he is. I think him and Josiah Taylor might both leave. But it's 3rd and 13 now. And Marcus Moon is burnt, but they overthrow him. They're going to have to punt. All right, first down. We're going to start with inside zone. And Ty Hardy will get about 5. I like it. Just get 5 every time, and it'll be good. All right, 2nd and 5. We're going back to Tavion Grant. And he gets a really good gain. We're just going to go bubble screen to Workman. And he'll reach forward, get about 4. As now KD Small is injured, which sucks because this is his last game. But I guess we can't do anything about it now. 3rd and 6. Going underneath Ty Hardy. Hardy is going to have open field. Great moves by Ty Hardy. And that'll get us inside the 5. Nope, inside the 10. And now we're running read option. Buford is in the backfield. Buford's not a very good running back. He's super slow. But I guess he gets 5, so that's not bad. All right, I'm running a play that'll give Tanner Malam a chance at a touchdown. Here we go. Malam up the middle. Touchdown. Last game of his career. Malam and Wagner both get credit for touchdowns. The jet sweep finally pays off. We're going to be up by 9, maybe 10 if we make the extra point. All right, 1st and 10. Banks gets spun off. But, I mean, Wagner's been pretty good to start this game. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that, you know, he didn't pan out the way we wanted him to. But I guess there's not much we can do about it. He threw 5 picks against Oregon. So, I mean, I get it's Oregon, but... And I probably should have stopped throwing the ball at a point. But I mean, I just was done, and Jackie Wolf played so much better in the game after, so it just didn't make sense to keep Josh Wagner as the quarterback, you know. As that's actually going to be a touchdown. Nico Solomon and Dakaya Banks can't catch him, and Eastern Michigan's on the board. All right, 3rd and long. Some just bad play calls, as there's Tanner Malam. He's going to get the first. I love it. And that gives us a chance to just, we'll test a deep shot. We'll just see what we can get here. Oh, well, Malam, that's the story of Malam's career, basically, with us. He dropped way too many open passes that led to turnovers and punts. As there's Ty Hardy. Ty Hardy might actually have a chance to play for us next year, even though we have Jerry Parker-Knoll. But that's the end of the first quarter. We're up by 3 very early. All right, 1st and 10. And a great throw off of his foot to get it around the defender and get it to Cade Workman. And Wagner's not looking half bad. He's made a couple bad throws and bad decisions, but I can't blame him for all of them. I am the blame for some of them. But I mean, we're not looking half bad. Man, maybe I should have started Wagner. Am I finding out the true power of Josh Wagner? As we somehow get stopped there. So we're just gonna go good old reliable. You can't stop Josh Wagner. Josh Wagner 1st down on the quarterback sneak, and we get another 4 downs to play with. All right, let's see what Ty Hardy has. Not bad. Gets about 3. I don't know how we're gonna. I hope we can get a lot of good players in the transfer portal. As we're going out to Malam. If we can just force feed Malam the ball, that'd be pretty fun. As we're gonna have Workman on a cross. I actually like Azinwa underneath. Just right away. Azinwa was a really good safety valve for this 1 year. He's actually probably going to end up top 3 in receiving yards. As now we've got another jet sweep to Malam. I just don't think Malam would have been the other option for top 3 receiving yards. And we're down to the 1. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we can't run QB sneak, so let's try quarterback or fullback dive. Sean William Peterson yet to get a touchdown this year or in his career, mainly because he's got 50 speed. But he will there. Sean William Peterson, touchdown. All right, 1st and 10. I do have our cornerback in single coverage, but both cornerbacks are going to get... Every single cornerback got torched there. That's going to be a big touchdown. All right, 2nd and 9. Okay, well, we got bumped there. All right, 3rd and 9. And Ty Hardy cannot get the first. I just don't trust anyone else, so we're going to have to punt. All right, I think if we get torched one more time, I might have to switch my cornerback matchups to by speed, because we can't just keep getting smacked over and over again in man coverage. I get we can't keep up no matter what, but I mean, it's just embarrassing if we get that destroyed. As I actually said it was Marcus Moon the last time. I think it is actually Marcus Moon, which is weird, because Malik Moon's actually higher on the depth chart than Marcus. So I don't know how that's all working out, as he had a guy underneath, but doesn't get it to him with the pressure. Our D-line is Von Claiborne, who's a senior, Flint, senior, Dean, not senior, and then Parker, senior. So, oh man, Cameron Cooper got spun out of his shoes really badly. So that leads to a 3rd and 3 They could, I think, in theory, take this down to the 2-minute warning. Man in motion. And that's dropped. What a play by Moon. And they're going to go for it on 4th down. I don't like how we have two guys on the side with nobody in that back zone. Going deep. Collins. And it wasn't Collins. I believe it was Nico Solomon who knocked it out because Collins was completely lost. But yeah, it's Nico Solomon. Collins is in the back of the end zone. I literally switched onto him to try and get him to react. Like, I switch on to him here. And I stop him, and he just keeps running. But Solomon comes back and gets the knockout. So, thank you, Nico Solomon. And now we get the ball back. So, let's go. As there's Tanner Malam. And now he's hurt. Bruised ribs. Will return soon. I don't want Tanner Malam hurt. Malam's in his final game. Oh, as we're getting smoked. 3 guys got to us. That's less than ideal. But now we got a 3rd and long. We'll see who can get open. Just kidding, we're running a screen pass. And the lineman couldn't block. We're going to have to punt it right back. We'll see what they've got. Sending a blitz. And, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't think I'm making the tackle with Solomon anyway in open field, but I'm so bad at tackling. Touchdown. All right, on 1st down, we've got a interesting RPO here. I probably had Houston underneath, but I trusted the route that could get me out of bounds more, so I threw it to Workman. I mean, we're not looking terrible, you know, but we could be better. As we're just going to call a timeout there. Oh, we're missing a timeout. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, we'll have 1 timeout to work with. It's zone coverage. Unless they switched. I'm going to go out. Malam, he'll get out of bounds. Gain 5. Okay. We've got to get something here. We got to get the first. That's what we got to get. I'm looking for the underneath to Houston. He's going to get it, but we got to run hurry up now. I'm not wasting a timeout yet. So, we're going to go out route, Hardy. I just don't like any of the deep routes. I don't want to trust any of my guys on... Oh, I'm not running this play. Well, I guess I'm running all go instead. I just like my safety valve way too much. So that's Tavion Grant with the catch. We're going to call our timeout. We'll have 27 seconds to work down into field goal range, which I don't know exactly what field goal range is, but we're about to find out, I think. We're going outside. We've got Hardy for 4. I guess that's nice. I just don't have any deep routes that I trust my receivers on. And Azinwa will get a first. I mean, if we just keep dinking and dunking all the way down, they can't stop us. Going sideline. Houston stepped out before the ball got there. Nice. I mean, Wagner's just throwing it over and over and over again. I tried throwing a jump ball in the corner. Didn't pay off. I mean, worst comes to worst. Workman is my best receiver to throw it into the end zone with. Of course, I don't route him into the end zone, so we're going to have to punt. Nope, we're going to kick a field goal. What do I mean punt? But we got to make it. And we will. Yes, so we're going to be down by 1 going into halftime. All right, this is a horrible idea. We're running press coverage on every player. But it doesn't matter. Caden Parker, huge TFL there to force a 2nd and long. As now we've got to stop him again. But you're pointing at Banks. I don't like that. As that's a great tackle by Marcus Moon. And that leads to a 3rd and 8 in which I have no idea how to stop him. Oh, it's a screen. Nico, make the tackle. Nico Solomon, the senior, clutch tackle for loss, and we are going to get the ball back. 2nd and 9. As that's a great catch on the sideline by Houston. Houston's not getting a ton of touches. Like, I think Workman might pass some interceptions just purely based off of how I've played, as we're going to get stuffed. I could not throw the bubble. They were playing it way too well. If I would have thrown it, if I would have had to throw it back shoulder, and I don't think Houston would have made that tackle. So we're going to have to punt. All right, after a really good punt, we've got them inside their own 10. As that's a huge hit from whoever that was. It's 97 on the D-line. Who is that? I think it's Deshaun Weeks. As now 2nd and 8. And there's Bubba Von Claiborne with a nice tackle. And that leads to a 3rd and 11. Wish there was a way to back up my guys. 3rd and 11. This is a huge stop here if we can get it. We don't. It was right up the middle. I had a middle zone too. That was the crazy part. I think it was supposed to be, yeah, Dakaya Banks maybe. Just did not play his zone. Big hit there by Moon. We're really going to regret not scoring on the last couple drives. We got chances. As that's a very bad play call there. Getting their quarterback hit. Okay, thank you. And we back. Grapes are done, guys. We love grapes. As they're going to go sideline, and he's going to step out, losing 2, and they're going to have to punt again. All right, 1st and 10. We're going the bubble screen again. And I don't know how to work bubble screens, I think is what we're learning. Because I think there's a way, like on the RPO, that you're able to take it as a quarterback, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe I should learn how to do that. As we're going to go deep, we're going to test Houston. And that cornerback got a sudden burst of speed to somehow catch up and get the deflection. Okay. Okay, you want me to explain what happened there? All right. I put Jordan Houston on a drag route. That is this guy right here. And let's see what happens to him. Yeah. So at this point, I'm already getting hit. I'm about to get hit. I have to throw it somewhere. And I was like, maybe Houston will outrun everybody. He did not. Led to a pick. I mean, I probably shouldn't be forcing Jordan Houston the ball, but I mean, I don't think he could have gotten it down to Cade Workman, so that's the problem. As the quarterback will go slide down after 2 yards. And now it's 2nd and 8. I'm not shocked I threw a pick, though. Oh, man. I wish you could get the hits on a defenseless receiver. I want to hit the quarterback sometimes so bad. 1st and goal. Overthrow in the end zone. I mean, we cannot be getting burnt that badly, guys. You are professionals, semi-professionals. Very close to scoring there. And that leads us at a 3rd and goal. Can we stuff them? I don't think so. We only got 3 down linemen. But we do stuff them. And they're going to go for it. This is a huge play here. 4th and goal. Are they going to take it to the end of the quarter? No, they're going to snap it. And our corner's flat-footed. Touchdown. And Granson instead of Ty Hardy. All right, well, we're going to have to punt. Oh my gosh. Come on, Collins, please. Nope. Touchdown. All right, 1st and 10. I mean, it's looking more and more over by the minute as we can't even complete throws. That was the problem we've had the entire season. We just can't get throws to people downfield. And now we're truly seeing how bad it can get. As we're going Tavion Grant, I have no idea where Ty Hardy went. He might just be injured and I missed it or something. But he's gone. Same with... Oh, okay. I can't switch the play. Okay, we're running a jet sweep to Matthias Berger. This will go great. Well, I got the first at least. But I think this is just like kind of the end of the season, so all your guys are going to get wear and tear into the ground. As yeah, I'm trying even different jet sweeps. I want Tanner Malaman. You know, it's a senior year and everything, and he's just nowhere to be found. As Javon Moore, what a spin move. As there's Azinwa for the 1st down. You know, I'm just going to try and see if I can get the seniors the ball. Otherwise, I'm still going to be throwing it with Wagner, so a senior will be doing something. But that's what it is. I can't, like, I have to lead him outside, because otherwise it's going to be a bad throw upfield. But I can't throw it to my out routes, because it's just a bad throw every time. Javon Moore is going to get killed. I'm sorry, Javon. Did not mean to do that to you, my man. As now we're running a read option with Buford. And I did not mean to take it myself. We're gonna have to go for it on 4th. And have you seen this offense? We've got nothing. Got nothing here. Like, nobody's open. I'm getting sacked immediately. Let's play find the right read here. We're gonna beat Josh Wagner. Where would the right read have been? Because we're getting hit. We're gonna get hit soon. Jordan Houston, if I throw it to him, this guy's gonna pick it. Azinwa, he has probably the best chance, but he's gonna get knocked out. I mean, Berger's about to make his cut, but he's double covered, and then it leads to me having to try and throw double into coverage to Cade Workman. Buford's my best chance, and I don't know why my worst running back is out there on 3rd down, but I guess I don't make the choices, so. As I was, I took Von Claiborne out because I was basically going to triple cover him. Triple cover whoever set 11 is, because 11 has been torching us all game. And now we're clearly paying the price for it. As they're running a triple option to their tight end. So that's fantastic. I'm having so much fun. But the 11 guy, the guy that's on the left side of the screen right now, is just such a beast. He has like 180 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I can't just leave him to not be covered. As Josh Wagner's thrown 50 passes and completed 30 of them. So I just don't have Ty Hardy, so I can't trust my... Okay. Can we... The quarterback ain't hanging on to that. He's getting popped by everybody. All right. 1st and goal. Who's going to get the touchdown here? He dropped it. I thought that was one of our guys because I'm colorblind. And 2, I was about to go crazy for an interception. 2, I don't know how he dropped it. But he dropped it, so yay. All right, second and goal. Holy stuff. What a stuff by Nico Solomon. I mean, technically, it's keeping us that stuff is keeping us in the game. I think they're going to go QB sneak here. And he's stopped. Dustin Flint saved it and then gets hurt in the process. So now we've got a fourth and goal. If we stop him here, we get at the half-yard line. And we do. Oh, my gosh. This is the stop you guys want to make? Okay. All right. You know what? We ball. Let's burn someone, Houston. Nope. I just don't trust the offensive line to hold a block. All right, 2nd and 10. And Buford's getting smoked. We gained half a yard. Progress. All right, Cade Workman's going to have to be the target here. And we're going to sail over his head. They want us to go for it on 4th and 10 from the 1-yard line. When have you ever seen a situation like this? Okay, two of our linemen just didn't block. Let's watch our left side of the line. I'm like, oh, if I scramble left, those linemen are gonna block. Nope. Sanchez and Brick Lewis don't even move, and we get sacked for a safety. Chance. Oh well. They're just gonna run up the score. Touchdown. Oh, wow. We're going to get picked again. And it's going to go for a touchdown. Okay. I see. Nice. Oh, and one final pick to end Wagner's career. I mean, I guess, man. And now they're not even going to kneel the clock out for some stupid reason. I hope this... Oh, my gosh. I hope this guy tears his ACL in his NFL career. If he's a real person, that might be a little crazy to say, but I don't care. Hey, good play. Oh, wow. There's a flag on the play. Please be roughing. Yep, it's fine. We're finally going to get a roughing the passer on for us. It's a great catch by Malam, too. I just want to show you what I'm dealing with every play for the entire season, really. Okay, they blitzed, but the blitz guys aren't even there yet. Let's watch this roughing the passer. I mean, he hits him, technically, way after the ball's done, which is why it probably got called. I mean, I don't see much, but I'm not going to complain. As we're going end zone, touchdown, but we're going to come back. Oh, is it another roughing call? Yep, it's another roughing call. I'm declining that. You're going out on a touchdown, Josh Wagner. There you go. All right, and that is going to do it for the game. We lose by a lot. I mean, at the end, they just kind of ran the score up. You can't blame me for that. Wagner, he threw 64 passes, completed 37 of them, 284, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. I'd say one of them actually happened when the game mattered. Hardy had 48 rushing yards. Grant had 13, Buford 4, William Peterson had 1 and a touchdown. Malam, 90 and a touchdown. Workman, 45. Houston, 41 and a touchdown. Hardy, 36. Azinwa, 35. Grant, 17. Moore, 16. Berger, 4. I tried getting to McCullough. but he just could not do it. So, of the offensive players, Wagner didn't have a terrible game. I'm not blaming him for 2 of those picks, so it should be better than that. Rushing, I mean, Wagner had negative 12 because he kept getting sacked. But Grant, he had 2 carries for 13 yards, so 6.5 yards per carry. That's pretty good. Malam, 90 and a touchdown. You should take that in your final game. Azinwa, 35. That's about what he averaged every game. Grant had 17, so that's not terrible. The sack thing is incorrect, I'm pretty sure, so don't even worry about it. Tackles, Pace led the league, or led the team with 5. 2 TFLs for Parker, who's a senior. 2 for Banks, 1 for Barry. 1 for Von Claiborne, another senior. 1 for Weeks, senior. And Solomon, senior. And then the only sack was for Dakaya Banks. And then we really didn't have anything else. Solomon and Pace both had deflections, so those are 2 seniors that did something. But that's actually it for it. So that's the final game of Season 2. Kind of crazy. All right, so that will do it for the season. I believe that's the last game, right? It's 12 games? Because this next week is an Army-Navy week or a bye week or something like that. We're number 1 on all these people's boards. Do we have another game that I'm forgetting about? Let me check to make sure. I think week 14 is like the Army-Navy week, ain't it? Yeah, that's the Army-Navy week. And then it's conference championship. Actually, this might be the Army-Navy week. So I'm just going to sim to the end of the season. Recruiting, I'm not changing anything for this week because we don't have another bye week we can bring people in on. And then obviously we're not going to make the conference championship. We do get a recruit, Ron Atwell. He commits. Brian Bragg commits to USC. That's not a shock. But look at that. Dakaya Banks, he's going to try and transfer. So is Josiah Taylor. Javon Moore is going to try and transfer. That's unfortunate because Javon Moore is actually probably going to play. A lot of our freshmen are transferring. Matthias Berger is going to transfer again because our coach's prestige is too low. So is Barlow. That's less than ideal. I'm going to try and get back Banks and Taylor and all these guys in free agency or in the transfer portal if I can't get them to commit. I've been fired. No, I am not. I have not. So I'm going to re-sign. I'll fix that in a second. We'll be right back. All right, so I do technically have recruiting to do, even though I haven't fixed the firing yet. Hopefully I can figure that out. Otherwise, we might be screwed. That'd be very unfortunate. I forgot that could happen, if I'm honest. Tevin Paul, he's not coming back. So I'm gonna fix my board, and then we'll come back when that's all done. Basically, what I've done is I put a couple more points on the guys that are close to committing, and then I added a different tight end, Alan Sun. He's close to locking us out, but I'm going to try and just see if I can get on his board. Those are going to be some big schools I have to deal with, but we'll try. We'll try to get through it. I honestly legitimately have no idea what happens if we get fired. Our contract ends in 5 weeks. I turned off coaches firing, so what happens now? We've gone up in overall, probably because I got fired. I think I fixed it. Okay. We should be good. Fingers crossed. That'd be very awkward if we got fired in the Dynasty League. As Taylor Johnson commits, that's good. Everyone else, we're staying high on their boards. John Mateer wins the Heisman, and we're not going to win any awards because we suck. Our contract's still ending. Okay, so we did get fired. I don't know why it disappeared for a week. But I'm still going to have to figure out how to fix that. But, you know, we're pulling away on most of these guys. Allen, we're now number 1 on by a lot. Hoping we can get these 2 to commit soon so we have extra points to deal with. But, oh yeah, National Signing Day. Duh, that's what I was going to check. Nick Hepburn, he is normal dev. Impact dev for Josh Harbor. Normal for Brightwell, Amenahu, normal. I mean, they're going to be a lot of normal because we suck at recruiting. So, impact for Harbor, that's what I like. Now we've got to kind of view job offers and take the Alaska State job. All openings, Alaska State. I can't select it. Okay, because I could accept any of these. which Kansas is offering me a contract. No chance. Why would you want that? Otherwise, I might have to just make a new coach, which isn't the end of the world, but it's less than ideal. So we'll see what I can do there. And then we're going to go through bowl week, which means I'll be fired, what, at national championship? Is that what it is? Yeah, fired at national championship. I'm just simming through each week just in case something happens. I probably should have guessed I was going to get fired, though, to be honest, because we're really bad. All right, before I get to the last game, oh, we're going to Hawaii. No, I don't want to go to Hawaii. This is the season stats. Jackie Wolf led us in passing. 1,900 yards, 9 touchdowns. Josh Wagner had 1,400 yards and 7 touchdowns. 12 to 11 picks. It's just really unfortunate. Rushing, our leader was Jarian Parker with 446 and 7 touchdowns. Ty Hardy had 273 and 2 touchdowns. Aiden Knoll would have passed Hardy, but he got hurt in his first game. He's a starter. He had 109, 2 touchdowns. Wagner, 79 and touchdown. Grant, 34. Wolf, 28, 2 touchdowns. Sean William Peterson, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. And then Malam had -6. Buford had -2. Receiving, it was Jordan Houston, 874, 3 touchdowns. Workman, 694 touchdowns. Jarian Parker, 433 and a touchdown. Malam, 426, 3 touchdowns. Hardy, 345, 2 touchdowns. Azinwa, 333 and a touchdown. Berger, 165 touchdown. You know, you see Knoll, 90 yards. Moore, 69 touchdown. Williams, 41, 20 for Grant, 13 for Young, 9 for Buford. No negatives. Our tackle leader, it was Jordan Underwood with 71, Banks 61, Blanks 58. 15 TFLs for Underwood, 13 for Cooper, 12 for Banks and Barry, and 11 for Taylor. Sack leader was Barry with 6, 5.5 for Bloom, 3.5 for Underwood and Cooper. I mean, you can see about everyone else that got those. INT leader, it was Marcus Moon with 3, Malik Moon with 2, and Jacques Blanks with 1. We did not have a touchdown this time. Pass deflections, it was Marcus Moon with 5, Solomon 4, 3 for Moon and Banks. Catches allowed doesn't work, but forced fumbles, 3 for Underwood, 1 for all of these guys. Recoveries, it was just 1 for those 4. I mean, 1 block for Tevin Daniels, no safeties. I also want to note, Tevin Daniels had 1 snap, and it was a block. But all right, that will do it for this episode. I guess I will sim to next week and see if I can get the job back. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make the new coach. Yep, now we're at Hawaii. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to make a new coach, fix all of that. The national champion was USC beating Oregon. So that's pretty cool. But I will catch you next time, not in the Hawaii Dynasty, but in the Alaska State Dynasty. I'll see you next time. Peace.